is up, you guys? Gold Pony here today in the 2018 Toyota Sequoia, courtesy of Hanover Toyota in Hanover, PA. And so in my couple hundred reviews I've done so far, I have not yet reviewed the Sequoia, so without further ado, let's start with pricing. And so to start, there will be 3 different trim levels for the 2018 Sequoia. First one being the SR5. That is going to start at $48,300 for the 2-wheel drive and $51,525 for the 4-wheel drive. Next trim level is going to be the Limited. That is the one I have today. That is going to start at $60,020. And lastly, the Platinum. That is going to go for $67,235. But so then when it comes to the Powerplant, the engine setup is going to be the same. That is going to come from a 5.7 liter V8, putting out 381 horsepower at 5,600 RPM and 401 pound-feet of torque available at 3,600 RPM. And this one will either come with 2-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive, but I'm going to venture to guess that most consumers will be going with the 4-wheel drive version, so I am going to place a little bit of emphasis on that one today. For that 4-wheel drive, it is a multi-mode 4-wheel drive with the Torsen limited slip center differential with the locking feature, and that power is going to be sent to the wheels through a 6-speed automatic with tow haul mode, and that button is going to be located just around the driver's right knee there. Since I mentioned it, the 2018 Sequoia will tow up to 7,400 pounds. And then when it comes to MPGs, this one will give you 13 in the city, 17 on the highway. And now, since I have not done it yet, let's do a quick little acceleration and see how quickly we can get the 2018 Sequoia here up to speed. Oh my gosh. Believe it or not, it actually pins you in the back of your seat. For a large, it is a pretty large SUV here. It does have 3 rows. This thing is quite quick, so I'm very impressed. Definitely not going to have any issues with merging onto the highway or anything like that. But so, of course, braking is equally important, and when it comes to braking for the Sequoia, it is going to come with 4-wheel anti-lock brakes with electronic brake force distribution and brake assist. And when it comes to the ride quality, it's not all too bad. I would say it's pretty average for its class. Not the best I've ever encountered and not the worst. But one thing I will say, it is the very best at. The second I hopped in this one, I immediately noticed it. The turning radius on this 3-row SUV is the very best. I've tested quite a few 3-row SUVs, including my own, and this thing has blown absolutely everything out of the water. It doesn't matter if you're talking about the Suburban, the Expedition, the Hyundai Santa Fe, which is what I have. This thing has the best turning radius for a 3-row SUV without a doubt. And so then continuing on with the suspension, it does come with a double wishbone front suspension with shock absorbers, and in the back there is a rear coil spring double wishbone rear suspension, once again with gas-filled shock absorbers and a stabilizer bar. And there is one additional thing I wanted to mention when it comes to that suspension is if you go with the Platinum trim, you are going to get an adaptive variable suspension system, meaning it's going to control the damping force to the shock absorbers, therefore not only adding a more comfortable ride, but it is also going to tighten up the suspension during hard cornering to reduce body roll as well. And by the way, again, that one is going to add a sport and comfort mode for the suspension. So again, comfort mode is going to help you achieve a more comfortable ride, and the sport mode is going to tighten up that suspension for you. But so then lastly, when it comes to visibility, with all those headrests up, I gotta say there are some blind areas, but I would venture to say if you folded that 3rd row down, visibility would definitely not be too bad. And so, but now enough of the driving dynamics, you guys. Let's check out the exterior of the Sequoia. And so to start up front, there are LED low beam and high beams for every single trim level. In addition to that, there is that automatic feature, meaning when it starts to get dark out, the headlights will turn on automatically if you wanted them to. And continuing on with the LEDs, there are LED daytime running lights and just below LED fog lights as well. And I gotta say, actually, you guys, I am a huge fan of the headlight design on this one, and I don't know if it's the LEDs or the design itself, but the headlights look absolutely amazing on the Sequoia here. But anyways, there are dark silver surrounds for the SR5 and chrome surrounds up front for the Limited and Platinum trims. Then make your way to the sides. There are body-colored, power-adjustable side mirrors for every single trim level. Limited trim is going to give you power folding side mirrors with integrated turn signals, and the Platinum trim is going to give you an auto-dimming feature with puddle lights as well. And when it comes to the side door handles, the SR5 is going to give you body-colored side door handles. The Limited and Platinum trim, they are going to come in a chrome finish. And when it comes to the wheel setup, 18-inch 5-spoke alloy wheels come with the SR5, and if you go with the Limited or Platinum trims, you are going to get 20-inch double 5-spoke alloy wheels, which definitely look good on a larger SUV like this. And of course, every single trim level is going to give you that rear privacy glass that you have come to expect with 3-row SUVs. And if you look up, there is a silver roof rack up top, and then if you look back down, there are black running boards. Both of those are going to come standard in every single trim level there. Then making our way to the back, there is a rear spoiler back there along with a rear window wiper. And then of course you have your Sequoia badging, and just below it all there is a single exhaust outlet. So as always, you guys, here is that exhaust clip. Now, since we are around back, I did want to mention to you guys there is a button on the key fob to open that rear hatch. Just simply hold that down. That is going to open that up for you. And then once opened up, I did want to mention there is a 12-volt power outlet in that cargo area, as well as grocery hooks. Both of those are going to come with every single trim level. And when it comes to cargo capacity, behind that third row, it comes in at 18.9 cubic feet. If you folded that third row down, and by the way, it is power folding, that is definitely nice. So once that's folded down though, behind the second row, you do have 66.6 cubic feet. And then with all rows folded down, that is going to come in at 120.1 cubic feet. But then making our way to the rear legroom, the third row is going to give you 35.3 inches. For reference, I'm an even 6 feet tall, and believe it or not, I was actually able to fit back there. Most third rows I cannot fit in. This one, although it was super tight, I did actually manage to fit back there, so that's definitely nice. Another thing I wanted to mention though is Toyota has outfitted the Sequoia with some of the easiest second row seats to maneuver in order to make your way to that third row. A lot of times the second row seat is very difficult to make your way around in order to fit into the third row. This one made it very easy, so I did want to mention that as well. But anyways, second row seats, as far as they go, the rear legroom is going to come in at 40.9 inches. Again, for reference, I'm an even 6 feet tall. Absolutely plenty of room back there. And in that second row, probably the first thing you're going to notice is there is the rear entertainment system. That goes for around $2,000, but that one is going to play not only DVDs, but Blu-rays as well. Finally, a car company caught up to the Blu-ray trend. So many still just do DVDs, but anyways, also in that second row, there is a 12-volt power outlet, 120-volt AC power outlet for the Platinum, and there's a center armrest, and the cup holders are actually going to be on the floor, which actually can fold back up into the center compartment there, so they're out of the way if they're not in use. Definitely nice there. Then make your way to the front seats. There is going to be 8 passenger seating for the SR5 and Limited, 7 passenger seating, meaning the middle row is going to come with captain's chairs, and eliminate the middle seat there. That is going to come on the Platinum trim. It is optional on the Limited if you wanted it. But anyways, back to those front seats. There are 8-way power adjustable cloth seats for the SR5, 10-way power adjustable driver's seat with leather and heat for the Limited, and there are perforated leather seats and they are going to be heated and ventilated for the Platinum trim. And then looking forward, there is a tilt and telescoping steering wheel for every trim level, and it is going to be leather wrapped, and if you go with the premium trim, it is going to have wood grain accents as well. And so, but anyways, when it comes to the startup, let me first start by showing you guys the key here. You do have your Toyota logo on the one side, and when you flip it over, again, that button for the rear hatch at the bottom there, and then lock and unlock, and this is simply a key start, so simply put your foot on the brake and turn the key on this one. And so upon startup, tachometer is going to be on your left, speedometer is going to be on your right. Nice little picture of the Sequoia in the digital display, which is front and center. And by the way, to adjust what is on that digital display can be adjusted by using the steering wheel mounted controls on the right side there. But so if you scroll through that, you're going to find your average miles per gallon, how long you've been driving for, how many miles you have left until you hit empty. Also, there is the option for the digital speedometer front and center. It's probably what I would leave it on. And you can display a compass up there if you wanted to, along with your audio information. There's some safety features you can put on there. The car is also going to let you know when you need your next oil change or when you're running low on gas. That's definitely nice. But so then anyways, making your way to overall interior quality, first thing I did want to mention is there is a power sliding moonroof for every single trim level. Definitely nice, lets in so much more light. There is also HomeLink controls for up to 3 different garage doors. That's going to be located on that rear view mirror there, as well as a compass in the upper right hand corner there. And there is a sunglass holder up top on the roof there as well. But then when it comes to the tech front and center, there is a 6.1 inch color touchscreen display. That one is going to come standard with Bluetooth and audio streaming. Also, there is that connected navigation app for every single trim level. Basically, that's just an app you have to download on your smartphone, and when you hook it up to the vehicle via a USB cord, you have that navigation displayed on that 6.1 inch display up front. So definitely nice there. Also, you have Pandora capability for the Limited trim and up, along with Yelp, weather, sports, things like that. That's definitely nice. And you can view your audio information, of course, up there as well. And I will say, when it comes to the audio, the Platinum trim is going to add a 14 speaker JBL sound system with a subwoofer and an amplifier. And that sound system is going to be optional on the Limited. And that, my friends, is the one we have today. So let's turn on the radio and test out the clarity of that one.
Give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Rock it.
Actually, quite nice sound system, ton of clarity, crystal clear really. Good bit of bass on this one, not the most I've ever heard, but definitely a very nice sound system for this very large 3-row SUV. But then last thing I did want to mention on that touchscreen display is that every single trim level when put in reverse is going to give you a reverse camera letting you know who or what is behind you so you don't go running anything or anyone over, which as always is going to lead me into safety. And to start, there are front, side, and side curtain airbags. There are driver and passenger knee airbags as well. In the back, there is latch, aka lower anchors and tethers for children for these rear car seats. Also, there are rear child door locks back there, and also standard on every single trim level is going to be a blind spot monitor with lane change assist, rear cross traffic alert, front and rear parking assist sonar so you don't go running into anything, also a pre-collision system with pedestrian detection, lane departure alert with sway warning, automatic high beams, and dynamic radar cruise control, meaning it's going to adjust the speed of the Sequoia based on the vehicle in front of you, and so therefore you have automatic cruise control and you're never going to hit the person in front of you. And so, but anyways, that is about it for this one, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like the video and subscribe. Feel free to follow me on social media at the bottom there, and I will see you guys in the next video. Stay gold.